So apparently, King Conan's happening with an 80-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
When Conan Wright would have been in the 90s, bro. I just don't think it's going to be like it. All it's going to do is go, oh, look, Arnold's Conan again. He's going to die on the set of this movie.
Welcome to the Atomic Cult Media Podcast. I'm Wes. This is my co-host and Turtles in Time co-op partner, Luke.
Turtles feel feelings in their shells.
Today we're going to be talking about apparently King Conan's happening. There's some plot leaks about Zack Cregger's Resident Evil. Young Guns 3 is happening apparently, and there's a lot of video game news that I wanted to talk to you about. But as we always do, we usually go into what we've been watching or playing for the past week, or in this case, a couple of weeks. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Let's see. You can start first.
Okay. There's several things I started watching and I finished watching, and one game I've been playing. So I started watching DTF St. Louis on HBO. It's like a limited series. It's from Stephen Conrad, who made Patriot, and Patriot is like one of the all-time most underrated shows of all time, because it's Patriot is about a CIA guy who is basically wants to be a folk singer.
Okay.
It's very... Oh man, it's like an espionage show, but with very dry comedy. And DTF St. Louis is the same way. So, and just so you watch Patriot, it's got Kirkwood Smith in it. Okay, so yes. Watch Patriot if you can. But DTF St. Louis, it's kind of like a dark comedy crime thriller. It's a limited series. It's only 7 episodes. It stars Jason Bateman and David Harbour. And it's like a messy love triangle involving a weatherman played by Bateman and a sign language interpreter played by Harbour, and a dating app for married people that leads to a suspicious death. And the death is David Harbour, but it goes back and forth to see what is going on. I've been liking it. I love the deadpan humor. It's very like Coen Brothers, you know? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've it's only 2 episodes in. I've been really enjoying it. It just seemed very dry from the trailers and everything, but yeah, I'm not going to discount Stephen Conrad, who made Patriot. So
yeah.
I also been watching Rooster. That's the Steve Carell show. It was okay. There's only 1 episode out.
I read a review about that because I was kind of halfway interested. Or no, I read 2 reviews. One of them was like, this is trite, trash, fucking bullshit. Like, basically like, oh, there's nothing special here. It's just fucking whatever. And then the other one was like glazing the fuck out of it. So I don't know how to feel. But, I mean.
Yeah, I saw IGN gave it a 10. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Is this like a brilliant comedy? But I went after. I don't base off the first episode. Like it's Steve Carell. It got me enough. I have my HBO nights. I watch my HBO stuff on Sunday nights. Yeah. So I'll be watching this. You know, whether it's perfect or not, it's okay. It's very Bill Lawrence vibes. Yeah. If that, you know, nice core. Is that what they call it? Nice core?
Absolutely, dude. Because I'm a bit, like we talked about it before, I'm a big Scrubs guy. I've been watching that Scrubs reboot, and it's feelings core, I would say. It's explore all the feelings, but we're a bigger focus on positivity, yes. Kind of like what's the one, Ted Lasso? I've never actually watched that shit. I didn't even know Bill Lawrence made that shit. I need to watch it now.
Yeah, I wasn't even familiar with Bill Lawrence after Ted Lasso. And I thought the first season of Ted Lasso was brilliant. I think it kind of falls off the 2nd and 3rd season. I don't even think I finished the 3rd season. Shrinking, I'm still watching Shrinking. I'm on the 3rd season now.
That's
but
what I
want
to watch is Shrinking really bad. I want to watch that. But you said you were going to throw it on the thing, so I'm waiting for that.
It's on there. It's got all the seasons. Okay. But with Shrinking, I like it, but sometimes it's a little too cheesy for me. Like it's like, oh, these people are like best friends and around each other all the time, and they're
like a big old
it's kind
bite
of
of
like
cheesecake. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
And sometimes Scrubs gets that way. It's like, man, I like what you're going for here, but it might be just a little too fucking much. It's like, damn,
yeah.
you can feel the salt
does
crystals back there in your jaw. Yeah, I get it.
And then it gets a little dramatic. It's like, see, rich people have problems too. So, but I still like it. I still like it. It's just not, I'm not in love with it or anything. Oh yeah. Speaking of Scrubs, it's got apparently like the guy who plays Dr. Cox, that John C. McGinley.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what plays the college.
In. That's why he's not really in the Scrubs reboot so much, because he's doing this other show, I think.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and yeah, whatever. I like a little nice core with everything that's going around in the fucking world now. So,
that's what I'm saying.
Right,
that's why I've really enjoyed the Scrubs reboot. It's literally like Scrubs never ended. The only complaint this really like the only complaint I really have is the same complaint a lot of other people have about all kinds of new media, is just like the background's all fuzzy and the lighting's weird. And it's, do you get what I'm saying? Like when you go back and watch Scrubs, the heart of the show is all still right there. It's very good. I've liked every episode so far. They've done it very, very well. It's doing pretty good on the internet from what I read. And it's not radically different. It has all the, that's what's kind of funny is like, how Family Guy's famous for like the cutaway gags and shit. That's kind of what Scrubs was doing that too in live action. And I don't think it gets a lot of the recognition for that, like JD will have a fantasy about I'm a wrestler now. And then it literally, like, I can't imagine the production that goes into shit like that. Like, okay, JD's going to pretend he's a fucking wrestler. So now we got to go get an arena, a wrestling ring, costumes for a 15-second scene. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
That's crazy.
But yes. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I finished Lord of the Flies. BBC remade it. It's very strange. Like it's like Terrence Malick on acid sometimes. Like they went some directions with it where it's like nighttime and the jungle, like the leaves of the jungle are red. There's a part where they're chasing a kid and it's like all the leaves and everything are green, but everything is kind of gray. It's very weird. And then they kind of went like a folk horror kind of meets prestige drama, I guess. It's like infrared cameras and shit. And then it's got a little modernization because Lord of the Flies isn't a very long book. And, they made like single feature-length movies.
When was the movie? 88? Was that 88 when that one movie, it was like late 80s, maybe 1990, but okay.
Yeah.
Before we go on with your take, I have to say one very out-of-pocket thing about this movie. About Lord of the Flies. We all know Lord of the Flies. A bunch of kids get stranded on a fucking island. They form gangs. And they're trying to stab each other. And all this crazy shit happens. And yes, we all know it. I read the book. I've seen the movie. Yes. Okay, so that movie... I think is Balthazar Getty in that? Is that the one he's in? I need to
the one you're talking about.
The one I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure is late 80s, and I think Balthazar Getty's in it. But okay, there's a scene where the kid, basically every kid has joined up with the evil kid, and it's just. If I remember right, Balthazar Getty's character and this little chunky fat kid with glasses who's just kind of sheepish and whatever. And this kid is like giving this speech talking about we can't be like this. We can't be savages and all this stuff. And somebody on a cliff above them rolls a fucking rock off of the cliff. And now wait. The way they filmed that It's like a one shot of literally the kid rolls the rock off of there and then it lands on the kid and it makes this fucking horrible fucking noise. Okay. We're in Iraq watching this movie. This is the first time I saw this movie was in Iraq. Okay. And we had been drinking. We was drinking this really shit whiskey that was like really, really terrible. It was basically battery acid. I'm probably not going to make it because I drank several bottles of this shit in one night. But anyways, we were watching that and that shit happened. We rewound that scene 30 fucking times, crying, laughing not because a kid died, but because of the way it's just so surreal how a kid rolls a rock. It goes, it makes this fucking insane noise. Like it's so fucking, I don't know. But anyways,
hang on. I wanna find this and play it because I don't think that I've ever seen this.
Bro, yeah, it's towards the very end of the movie. It's like all of the kids have aligned with like the main bad shitty kid. And the fat kid is like saying, we've got to be friends. We can't be this way. How are we going to survive if we're, he's like trying to give us some passionate speech. And then some fucking dickhead kid up on a cliff rolls a rock off of it and it falls right on the kid's head. Fucking God damn, it's so fucked up. But the effect that like, why am I bringing this up? But while you're looking this up, let me go back to your point about it's like a Terrence Malick fever dream or whatever. Do you think shit like that is the reason? Okay, my bigger point to bringing that up was that movie was actually hard to watch. The one I'm talking about with this funny thing that we all laughed at. Until that part happened, we were like, God fucking damn, like it's a pretty heavy movie.
The show is pretty heavy too.
But now, okay, but you're talking about they're doing weird like optical effects and stuff. Do you think that is kind of too much? Or Piggy?
I think at first, I think it kind of was. It kind of like took me out of it because they do like some fisheye lens and shit. In the first few episodes, I'm like, I don't know if I like this. But when they start going like savage and going crazy, I think it works better. I think they probably should have kind of gradually went into that direction. It probably would have worked better because it kind of like threw me off at first. I'm like, this is kind of weird looking. I don't know if I like it, but I think it works better later on in the series.
That's what I mean.
Do you want to see like, Piggy?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, do it.
All right.
I just didn't want to hijack what you were talking about with the Lord of the Flies, but this is just fucking hard.
I just wanted to talk about seeing it because I don't think I wanted to review on it. But all right.
Well, we're gonna come back to it after we watch this. See, no one takes Piggy seriously.
I know, poor Piggy. God damn.
Fucking that kid would. I forgot about the fucking sound. I forgot about him yelling no real loud. I thought it was all
like slow motion.
I remember it's been 25 fucking years or 20, but Jesus Christ, that shit. But still, that whole movie was like pretty nuts to watch. 1990, yeah. God damn, who directed that version? And that was Balthazar Getty. That was that fucker. I was right.
Harry Hook directed it.
You said that motherfucker's name was Harry Hook.
Yeah. He also made The Kitchen Toto, St. Ives, The Last of His Tribe. Sounds like a Last of the Mohicans knockoff. Came out in 1992.
Harry Hook. My hook is Harry. God damn. Sorry.
But the BBC thing, I liked it overall, I think. It took me a while because I watched 2 episodes and then I took a break and then I finished it, but it's on my Plex if you're interested in seeing it.
The bigger thing that I really wanted to, when you were explaining that was like, it does, like you're saying, these optical effects and stuff. Do you think that takes away from shit like that? Because sometimes I really think that's like a cheap fucking effect. Like, I think it's just, do you kind of understand what I like?
I do.
kind of like in Natural Born Killers, they would do shit like that. And I get it, but some of that shit to me in that movie was like cheesy. Like, cause you're trying to, oh, these people are crazy. But is that what crazy is? Is you just shake the camera back and forth and make a weird noise and it's black and white? That's what being crazy is. That's what I mean. Like, sometimes just watching the shit unfold with my own eyes and the steady camera is okay. So I wondered but I was asking your opinion because I haven't seen this, if it cheapened it in any way. Because The Lord of the Flies is something that's been around for fucking years. It's been done in TV shows and movies and, obviously the original book, but, I
think at first it did. Is like it seemed unnecessary, but I mean, as it went on, it kind of made more sense. Like when they're hunting that kid after Piggy dies, and it's like he's running through the forest, and like it's just green and gray. Like the green leaves and the branches of the trees are gray. It kind of like it's almost like you have adrenaline going through your system and you're just trying to survive. And, you might see shit that way if you have that adrenaline trying, that survival adrenaline. But when they first are meeting up and stuff and trying to figure everything out, it kind of does that sometimes, not all the time, but then it seemed sort of unnecessary then. But yeah, I thought it was okay.
If I could relate a personal anecdote to the way you see things when adrenaline is coursing through you, eerily everything is the same. How in movies there's always music, there's slow motion, there's camera angles, there's crazy shit. There's none of that in real life, Wes. It's just the sun could be bright as fuck and the birds could be chirping. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you really think about it, that's scarier to me than I'm going to paint everything green and gray. That's just me, and that's all I'll say. But that is also why I ask you if, in your opinion, things like that kind of cheapen things for you. Because like if we're talking about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, those motherfuckers are on every drug of all time, and Terry Gilliam is trying to make you see that shit. So I like for a movie like that, it kind of makes more sense where the bitch is like she has gills and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's an acid trip, but like. Oh my! I'm getting chased by a bunch of kids that want to kill me. Everything's only two colors now. I don't know. That's why I asked. But if it's good, I haven't seen it, so if it works, that's cool. I think that's cool. But I wanted to ask specifically because sometimes with certain other things I've seen, that stuff kind of takes me out of it.
Well, you brought up Natural Born Killers. I actually really like how Natural Born Killers is made. I mean, I think he took a lot of the effects.
Most of it I like. I was just trying to make a really crude example, and that was the first thing that came to my head. But that shit disturbed the fuck out of me. So it had the intended effect there. Yeah. The first time I ever watched that was the heavy edition over at your house and on fucking Vincent's.
The two VHS tape director's cut. I remember having that.
Damn, fuck. This is terrible.
It really depends on the movie, who's making it, if it really works. Not everything's supposed to be realistic. It can be artistic liberties being taken. Well, for sure, I think. For sure. But with like Lord of the Flies, the first part I felt could have been more grounded and everything, and then maybe transition into like the heightened like look of it later on. Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. I didn't hate it. I liked it quite a bit actually. So and moving on to what I've been playing, my last thing, Resident Evil Requiem. I've been fucking loving it. It's awesome.
How many times have you shit your pants?
Almost a few times. I haven't finished it yet. I just got to the part, which I think is probably the latter half of the game, where you go back to Raccoon City after it's nuked. So it's kind of you're playing as the girl most of the time, so it's more like survival horror. And then periodically you'll play as Leon, and it's basically like
the action part.
It's just an action part, but they're very short. Like it's like a boss battle, and then you'll switch back to the chick again. But when you go to Raccoon City, you're playing Leon now, so you're no longer the girl. Well, at least I think you're playing Leon most of the time in the Raccoon City part. So because it's like halfway through the game, and now I'm being exposed to like upgrading Leon's weapons now and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's going to focus more on him now. But yeah, I've been loving it. My friend who also owns it, he beat it like the first weekend. He said this is the best Resident Evil story of all of them. So I'm looking forward to finishing that. So I've been streaming it on the YouTube channel. So if you ever want to go back and watch any of the streams,
Yeah,
you're more than welcome
will.
to. But yeah, what have you been watching or playing?
Scott Pilgrim EX came out March 3rd. I had no fucking idea. I like, apparently when the demo came out, that they also said when the release date was, and I didn't notice that. So like I saw one of my buddies that he also streams and he follows me. I saw he was playing it on Twitch and it said Scott Pilgrim EX and not Scott Pilgrim EX demo. And I'm like, wait, what? The fucking game's out? And then the game came out. And so I played a lot of that. It's really good. It's super good. It's very good. I'm very happy with it. I hope it gets some DLC. I haven't beat the game yet, but you have like 8 characters right out of the gate, and half of them are the X's. So you have Scott, Ramona, and then you have Gideon. You can play as Gideon. You can play as Lucas Lee. You can play as Roxy Richter. You could play as Matthew Patel. And am I forgetting somebody?
Is this based on the Netflix series?
No, it's a whole different thing. It's almost like a continuation of because like Scott and Ramona live together. They have their own house. So I don't know if they're married or not, but like, cause like there's one place you go, it plays exactly like the original game for the most part. But it's, you don't have like that overhead where you go to a different stage. It's all connected. The whole game is connected, just like actual River City Ransom was. So you can go into different rooms and areas and find secret areas and stuff. The combat's good. The music's done by Anna Managuchi again, so it's like fucking super tight. It's a very good game. I've been playing that. Have I been playing anything else? And then let's see. I watched the new episode of Scrubs. That it's like I said, I've already went on that. Scrubs is a good. I've liked it very much. Let me see. Oh, you know what else I watched? I watched that season 2 of Ted. That is a pretty fucking good show, man.
I've heard good things about it. I might start that.
I really think you would like it because it's like from the outset, you know, it presents itself as like, you know, almost like a pseudo 90s sitcom. But I mean, they're dropping every single character is like dropping F-bombs all the fucking time, except for like the mom. And it's, I don't know. It's actually a really good show. There's 2 seasons. The second season just dropped. My son made me watch one episode, and I like the original movie Ted. I didn't watch Ted 2 because I heard it was fucking trite bullshit. But then there was this TV show came out. I was like, I don't know, you know. And I watched that. So I binge watched season 2, and I really enjoyed it. That was fun. It was very fucking hilarious. But it, you know, it has those, you know, good moments, heartwarming moments in there. That's the thing about Seth MacFarlane. He's like us. He grew up with all the same shit, so he still peppers that stuff in there, you know. And it's very, very, very fucking funny. And some of the episodes are real. I mean, I didn't have a bad time in any specific episode, but some episodes definitely outshine other ones. And then they're drip feeding the Scrubs episodes once a week, so I'm only getting to see one of those, but I think I've only seen one new one since we recorded them. Maybe I've seen 2, but it's been good.
Looking at the cast of Ted, I see Dana Gould is in there, and I just saw him last week at the
no shit
at the Comedy Vault in Batavia. It's like 30 minutes away, and usually I'll follow the Comedy Vault, and I'll wait until that Thursday and check my email, and sometimes they'll give away tickets. So like last Friday, there was 2 shows I was watching just to see if the ticket prices were good because I used the TickPick app, and it was oh, what the hell? Everett. What's her first name? I'm forgetting her first name, but she was in Somebody Somewhere on HBO, which filmed around here in Naperville.
I have
And
no idea.
she's kind of like you. I know you're not familiar with her, but she's kind of like you. Like she'll sing shit with fucked up lyrics in it. So she's pretty funny. And then there was Stavros Halkias. He was playing in the North Suburbs.
Stabby's fucking great, dude.
Yeah, I would have seen him if his tickets were low enough, but it just and good for him too. It was almost sold out. The tickets were still high, but then Dana Gould, his tickets were free on Thursday. I'm like, fuck, I'll just go see him, and all you have to do is buy like 2 items per person. So Penny and I went there. It was a pretty good show for, especially if it's free. But that just kind of my side tangent because I just seen he was on the TED show. So
I'm glad some of these guys are, like Stavvy and like Shane Gillis and some of those guys are kind of like able to do their own thing without all the fuck, that whole Austin comedy scene that's like a fucking cancer.
Yeah. Austin Trans Brain.
Oh my, yeah, Austin Trans Brain. Yeah, but I would love to go see Stavvy or any of those guys. That would be that'd be the greatest shit. I've always liked Stavvy though. He's fucking hilarious.
Was there anything else you watched or played?
Let me think. Goddamn. Let me think. I feel like maybe I did. No, I said Scott Pilgrim. That was the newest thing. There was, did I? The new World of Warcraft expansion came out. I've kind of dabbled with that a little bit. No big deal. Nothing's different. Ooh, it's midnight. Okay. It's the same shit. You go and you do some quests and you fucking do some other shit and then just breadcrumbs you around. It's World of Warcraft. So if you're into that, it doesn't suck, but it's also, if you've played it for 21 years like me, you're tired. So,
I also wanted to have your take on, you just mentioned it before we started recording, Danhausen and WWE.
Yeah. I like Danhausen, okay? He gets a lot of shit because, he can't wrestle, he don't wrestle, he's just a fucking gimmick. Why does he always got the #1 selling t-shirt? Why has he always got the #1 selling? People like him, okay? Now, in my opinion, and for most of the things I've read, the guy wants to. It's not like he doesn't want to fucking wrestle. Now, he does get hurt. But, I mean, how many other fucking people have got mega hurt and shit? Adam Cole and all these other, every wrestler gets fucking hurt. Nobody shits on them. It's just Danhausen uses a weird voice and has a fucking gimmick, and people that are like Ultimate Warrior's the best. Those are the guys that are like shitting on this dude. They've literally since he's debuted, he's had a segment on all live TV. I mean, I'm happy for him. I want to see him wrestle for sure. I'm not one of these people that are like, I would rather see him wrestle than not, for sure, because he can, but I don't watch WWE either. I'm literally just, I'm subscribed to Danhausen on Twitter and on Instagram. So that way I can see all his segments. If he wrestles, that I will watch on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because I would like to support him the best I can, just same with OC or anybody else. And OC is like killing it over there in AEW and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, dude, I like my fucking gimmicks sometimes. It's like, we had my whole identity is I'm Russian. My whole identity is I'm a fucking IRS agent. My whole identity is I'm a clown. My whole identity is I'm a fat fucking Samoan. So, okay, this guy is a fucking creepy motherfucker that's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand a lot of people's complaints about shit. I think they just want to hate on things. But it's like, WWE, look, he went from fucking basically nothing to kind of ROH to fucking AEW to WWE, and he's wrestled, okay, and everyone's shitting on him because he's wrestled 4 matches in that whole time. Sounds like you're just kind of jealous, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, this motherfucker's killing it. Like, literally, The Miz in that segment said, you've already got a t-shirt, and it's already the #1 selling t-shirt on fucking WWE. Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know. So I think it's cool. Again, I don't watch WWE, But I do like Danhausen. I hope he does good over there. I hope he gets to wrestle. I'll fucking watch that. I will buy the very first Danhausen WWE action figure that comes out, but that'll probably be the only one. And then that'll be it. So what do you think about it?
I mean, I'm not like the biggest Danhausen fan, but I'm not like a hater either. But right. I saw one comment that was kind of funny. It's like, this is CM Punk's new rescue pet after Larry died. But I think that's the only reason he's in WWE is CM Punk, because like they're buddies in real life. So I don't know. I'm not a big like just comedy personality, especially like I think WWE is just, they're just going to vanillaize him, like make him very vanilla and kind of, I don't think he's going to have like that same, I don't know. I that's what I liked about him is that
it ain't going to be no fucking Ellsworth bullshit's what I'm saying though. Like I think he'll do better than that, like that. You know what I mean? Like I think people are trying to kind of relegate him like that. And I see your point. I definitely do.
I kind of liked him as this indie personality, but if you're going to like WWE, they are just so creatively bankrupt after TKO took him over and stuff.
It's homogenization all over, for sure.
Yeah, it's like WrestleMania is coming up. I have zero fucking interest in even like hearing about it. Like,
I forgot about WrestleMania.
Sometimes I would passively like see what was going on. I don't care anymore. It's like, I just hear about how greedy they are. The video game that just came out, they have like a battle pass. You have to grind the fuck out of it.
Yes.
The tickets are like $400 to $800 for nosebleed seat. I'm like, and then the cities they go to, like they just had Elimination Chamber in Chicago. None of the bars or anything couldn't even show the pay-per-view. They do a blackout on everybody in surrounding like the city because they want people to buy the tickets. I don't know. So I guess they kind of
bullshit.
They can license the pay-per-view and stuff for like bars or wherever, and then they're like refusing to do it now because they want people to buy their overpriced tickets. So yeah, it just sounds like a shit show. Like,
so I'll just
in the meantime,
I'll just fucking buy the shit and then I'll just do your little blackout shit. I'll just buy it and then we'll just fucking watch it in the bar and I'll blow it up on a big screen anyway. Fuck you. What do? They send a fucking representative of WWE to every bar in the greater Chicago. Suck my motherfucking dick, bro. That's the dumbest shit I've heard in my fucking life. Anyways, what was you going to say? Sorry.
Well, it's not in the United States. You can use it on a VPN, but in the meantime, AEW's got their own like WWE network that they've released in the all around the world. It's like you pay like $120 a year and you can get all their pay-per-views, all their back catalogs. So
yes,
I don't know if you're gonna price people out. I mean, you're not gonna have like kids growing up on WWE anymore if you're just gonna price them out. And then if you're gonna have your show on Netflix and then you're gonna have your pay-per-views on overpriced ESPN,
God, dude,
like, what are you doing? Are you
the WWE network? That was the best thing of all time. And
exactly.
Look at that husk of fucking bullshit. And we had that for what, 5 years basically in the best for. That's all we really had it for in the best. And then, oh my God, dude. Like, I mean, anyways, that's it's fucking really sad the state of affairs that just shit like that has got into.
Well, we're going to talk about even more greed later on with the video game shit going on.
Yeah.
But I just want to do a physical media roundup. I just wanted to show this off. I bought it a while ago. I bought it. And it's the Arrow Video Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep. I just wanted to show you a few of the things here. So I don't really care to own the third movie. I put the original cover art here.
Yeah.
I might watch it again. I kind of throw all these on just to see how they look. It looks great, but you can see how shitty the puppets are. I have a they're like
you can like see the wires and shit when they're moving their mouths and stuff. Yeah.
There's the Secret of the Ooze. It it has like a place in my heart for Secret of the Ooze, even though it's not that great. And then the original, and it's probably got the best transfer. I mean, they have like a 4K scan of the original negative for this one. So, and watching a lot of the special features, they have Judith Hogue. She does an interview on these. Apparently, before they canceled it, she was in talks to be in The Last Ronin. So The Last Ronin was going to be like...
Yeah, for real. I had read that too, because I think she didn't do the sequels because she was opposed to the violence, is what I read.
Yeah.
That's why she didn't do the second and third movies or whatever, which is really, I mean, she stuck to her morals. I mean, I get that. But at the same time, we all fell in love with that April, man, because like, yeah, and she's beautiful. I love her.
Well, it's kind of funny because she wasn't going to be in the next one. Well, I don't know if she opposed it though, because I watched an interview, and it's been a while since I got this a while ago, and it seems like they didn't want her back from what she said. But then she got cast in the first movie. And I forgot the movie. She was filming another movie before that, and it was starring Robin Williams.
Cadillac
what?
Man. Cadillac
was
Man.
it Cadillac Man?
Yeah.
Okay. She was in Cadillac Man, and she told Robin Williams, like, she didn't tell anybody because she didn't think anyone gave a shit about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I guess Robin Williams like freaked the fuck out and is like, "Oh, that's awesome! You're gonna be April in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles." So that's kind of a little fun story, and it's kind of a cool interview with her too. Got a couple of posters. I got this one.
Oh my god, that's awesome! That's the concept art, or no, that's the scroll. Yes.
Yeah, that's the scroll from 3. Yeah. And then just the original poster here. But
that's one of the best posters of all time, dude. That fucking first.
It is.
That first fucking movie is the greatest goddamn vibe, bro. Like, you know what that was for a lot of people? We fell in love with cartoon Ninja Turtles, and then when they made the movie Ninja Turtles and it was all like gritty and rough and shit, that was almost how the fuck I grew up. I didn't know what sex was, but I grew the fuck up watching that first Ninja Turtles movie. It was like, god damn, shit's rough out there, cuz. Holy shit. These kids are out here just getting napped up by the Foot Clan and do all these nefarious deeds. And it's like, I don't want to get caught up. But no, I mean, I talk a bunch of shit, but it was like, I don't know, in a kind of a way, it was almost like, and it wasn't their intention, but they were, goddamn, what's the best way to describe it? Like, okay, they took the kid gloves off, but they knew this was for kids, but they're like, look, this is the heavier version. This is the YA version of goddamn Ninja Turtles. We're going to go ahead and graduate you into young adulthood. And so that first Ninja Turtles movie, god damn, like everything around that shit. I think the movie just propelled Ninja Turtles even further into that movie was everything. Holy fuck.
I think NECA has like a thing you could set on your floor, and it's like of them poking out of the manhole cover like that. I really want that. I want that, and I want the mounted xenomorph.
Yeah.
But some of the little goodies they have here, they have stickers. These look like the shitty ones from part 3 because they look fucking stupid in the face.
Oh my god, their fucking face was so goofy in that.
And here's a funny thing, okay? So they have these cards that are like kind of
lenticular. Oh yeah, okay. Foil.
Okay, so they have Michelangelo. All right. They have let me save that one. Raphael in his little trench coat. And these are the original ones they use for the cards. Here's Leonardo. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. I can.
Okay. And then here's Donatello. Can you tell something with Donatello? He's got swords in his back. And
what the? They just recolored him? Come on.
Yes.
Like I was trying.
Okay. They did this in the original cards. They just colored Donatello or Leonardo made it Donatello, and they recreated that thing for this Arrow release. I'm like, did Arrow fuck this up? And I like looked it up. I'm like, oh, they intentionally did this because they did that originally.
God,
Like,
I had so many of those cards. I wonder if I had that and I didn't even realize that shit. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That's hilarious.
and then the last thing is this booklet, which I read all the way through. It's Roy's Greenwich Village pizza menu, and it's got like the little coffee stain and stuff, and it's kind of like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff is actually pretty interesting. They go into like in Europe they couldn't use ninja, they had to say
so it had to be hero.
mutant hero. Yeah, interesting stuff. I kind of like just, and then you got like a whole menu on the back of it and stuff. But yeah, it's a really cool collection. I don't really care to own part 3, but it is what it is. I don't know if they're going to have these released individually. They might in the future, but I don't think there's any announcement for it. But that's
I think that's gone on sale a couple times. I mean, I'm sure I'll fucking end up buying it too.
Yeah.
Know?
And then
I really just want to have the first 2.
Yeah. I didn't know how much you felt about that second one, but that third one, holy shit.
When I was younger, I liked the second one more, but then when I started understanding and seeing like they're not using their weapons and they're just the cartoon is like, it was kind of like, they had the right idea. It's like if everybody you're fighting is robots, you can cut them in half. It's a robot. You can go ahead and keep talking. I'm going to grab my...
Okay. This is not media, but it is physical. I tried McDonald's Big Arch. And, well, Penny, she was going to come home. It's like, I'm going to bring lunch. It's a surprise. I'm like, all right, well, we haven't. And then she comes in with a fucking McDonald's bag. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it was before the Big Arch came out because I guess they were testing it and they had it here a little early. And I didn't hate it. Have you had it yet?
I've had it several times, yes, because it's like the first new burger McDonald's come out with since like COVID.
Well, I didn't like absolutely love it, but the hamburger patty tasted like actual hamburger that you get at another restaurant.
That's what I mean. It was really good, and then it's got the crispy onions and stuff like that on there that really kind of I like that. You know what? Can I tell you something though? I ordered one of those yesterday, Wes, and they fucked up. I don't know what the hell. They must have had a new guy on the grill or something. But instead of putting that new sauce that goes on that burger, they put that fucking hot fire sauce from that one chicken sandwich on there.
What?
I wasn't expecting that. And I bit into this motherfucker and I was on fire. What the fuck? I was like, because I mean, I eat hot stuff, but I wasn't expecting that in a burger.
Yeah.
So, but I ate the whole thing and it was all right. But tell me more. I like that fucking sandwich though. It's pretty good.
Yep. Well, it's got that. Are you talking about the Big Arch sauce, which is like the tangier Big Mac sauce?
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, is that what you're?
In it. It was supposed to be that, but they didn't put that on the last one I got yesterday. It was hate. It was hateful shit.
Damn, the thing's like 1,000 calories and it's like $11. But I didn't hate it though, and I couldn't even finish it. Like I had fries and a Coke and everything, but I'm like, I'm gonna try to fucking finish this. But I think they
should have made a single patty option, if I'm being honest, because like there was that one promotion 3 or 4 years ago where they had like the 3 different size Big Macs. They had like a Grand Mac, which was about that size, and it was a bit, and then they had and then they had a smaller one. I don't know why they don't just make a single patty one of those, but no, I'm happy. I miss when, that's the thing is like, I like to try new things at restaurants and no one does it anymore since COVID. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So anytime there's a new burger.
Yeah, I haven't been eating at McDonald's at all, but I was actually kind of impressed because I would never eat at McDonald's
either if I lived up there. God damn, I'd I'd literally be trying to find some of these dive places and shit, or just not dives, but you know what I mean, like just some fucking, I don't know. You got more options up there, so.
Okay, so you got some physical media?
I do. So the album I ordered finally came. So this this is kind of an interesting thing. I don't know a lot about either one of the bands on this, but me and my son went to go buy weed. He's 25. I'm not a bad parent. Shut the fuck up. It's legal in Illinois. And we always, you know, quote unquote, pass the aux cord or whatever. And there's I was taking him home, and we was on the way back, and I was going to drop him off. And then I made a joke because you know how I quote movies and shit. And I think I said, "Hey, I'm gonna run through Arby's or something to get something to eat. Do you want something?" He's like, "Nah, man, I'm good." And I'm like, "So what? So I got to sit over here and eat alone like I'm fucking Steven Glansberg," which is that quote from Superbad, right? As soon as I said that, he was like, "Oh my god, I'm playing this fucking song now." And what? And this song has literally before the song starts, it literally samples that line. What? So I got to sit alone like I'm fucking Steven Glansberg eating or whatever. And it's this, it's a pretty upbeat tune. But anyways, what I got is called Couples Therapy. It's an album where one side is one artist, Marietta, and the other side is a band called Modern Baseball. Or I'm sorry, is it?
Okay.
I think it's Modern Baseball. Now, as you could tell, it's a 33. It's a smaller one. It's only got two tracks on each side. But like that song just left such an impression on me because I really like the song. It's called Yeah Yeah Utah. Listen to it sometime. But then, so I have got another record where it's a 33, but it has a fucking sleeve, a tiny little sleeve for it. So I was happy with that. That's always good. And then it's blue. Of course, it's colored vinyl. So I thought that was fucking sweet. But that was what I picked up. I literally just got that not even a week ago. I ordered it. I think I had ordered it when we did our last podcast, but it hadn't came yet. And that was what I got recently. So, yeah.
Nice.
Music is the best. Frank Zappa.
Yeah, it is. All right. Here are some news from the past couple weeks. So apparently King Conan's happening with an 80-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was like some CinemaCon thing where he was talking about doing a King Conan. He also talked about a Commando 2 and a Predator Return, which we already know about that because they're probably doing a animated version of Dutch and Harrigan returning, I assume, because it kind of teased it at the end of Predator Hunter of Hunters. But says a writer-director has been hired, someone who worked on recent Tom Cruise films. Arnold specifically mentioned that a studio is looking for age-appropriate looking... fuck it, whatever. Mentioned that the studio is looking for an age-appropriate for the role, focusing on an older, more complacent Conan who is forced out of his kingdom. So I think this probably would have been better maybe 10 or 20 years ago. I think he's a little old. I don't know.
His last shot at doing Conan right would have been in the 90s, bro. I just don't think it's going to be... Like, all it's going to do is, oh, look, Arnold's Conan again. He's going to die on the set of this movie.
I don't know if we go that far. But
I don't want him to. Yeah. I didn't say I was wishing that shit on Wesley. You said he's 80? You think this guy ain't done some Kane? Or some fucking, some of them fucking, you know, fucking, some of them illicit drugs to make you look good? Pumping iron? Iron!
Yeah, it sounds like he said he promised madness, violence, magic, and creatures utilizing modern special effects that weren't possible in the 80s. So, CGI. So I am not a big Conan the Barbarian person. I watched pieces of it on TV as a kid. I just wasn't that into it. But yeah, that was kind of interesting.
That first one goes hard, bro. It's pretty good. That's kind of one of the things where it's like the sequel tried to like PG it up, you know, and they tried to make it more like the first Conan the Barbarian. Swords and sorcery movies weren't big. That kind of was like one of the first ones to kind of champion in. And then when they did the sequel, all these other ones had come out where it was all like, oh, it's all mystical and all this bullshit. And I mean, it was still kind of violent for the most part, but that first movie's good. Like I really enjoyed that. And also it's the same thing. When I was a kid, I liked the second one more, but when the older I get, I'm like, fucking now this movie probably won't be great. And Cole the Conqueror was supposed to be the third Conan movie. It was supposed to be Conan the Conqueror. We got stupid fucking Kevin Sorbo, red hat, rat fuck motherfucker. Sorry, my allergies are bugging.
Oh shit. Yeah, and what about Commando 2? Like, why the fuck are you making Commando 2?
Yeah, no,
possibly.
What is that going to be about? Now,
exactly. Like
56-year-old fucking Alyssa Milano's going to be the Commando now, or what? Like, what do you mean?
Like,
she's like 50 or
that's
something.
part of the charm of Commando is how much of a cheesy 80s action movie it is, and it's not really.
That is a one-off movie, bro. It's not supposed to have a fucking sequel. That is one episode of a one-season fucking. Oh shit.
It should be Commando 2: The Return of Sully, right? Was that David Patrick Kelly?
Yeah, it sure.
Bring back David Patrick Kelly, The Revenge of Sully.
Yeah.
You just saw him fall off a cliff. You don't know if he died. So
yeah,
that's the only way I would watch it or even look forward to it. But man, David Patrick Kelly.
I missed
right, no coming back.
Things. Yeah, there ain't that guy. I guess he's still acting and stuff. He does a lot of music. He's like a musician. I've seen some of his shit on YouTube. It's actually pretty fucking good, man. Well, yeah, that guy's always been involved in like the arts and theaters and shit, like the theater. One anecdote that I always found funny about him was like he had to grow his hair long when he was in the theater. And, when he got cast as Luther in the Warriors, he was happy because before he got cast, he was like, oh, finally I get to cut my hair. But then he's like, nah, I need your hair long for this movie. So he had to keep his hair. He didn't want to have long fucking hair. And then, of course, the whole Warriors come out to play thing. I'm sure you know this because, you're obsessive like I am, but that comes from a neighbor that used to terrorize him when he was in a fucking apartment in New York as a struggling actor. He said this drunk motherfucking dude, every time he'd leave his house, he'd fuck with him. David, come out to play. And he channeled that, and that's why that shit goes so hard.
That's awesome.
But it's awesome, but goddamn, could you imagine being a poor DPK fucking like, I hate this motherfucker. He scares the shit out of me, but I'm going to do that. It is the most iconic fucking thing ever. Anyways, but yes, fucking David Patrick. Yeah, guy rules.
I've been going on like, I don't know, like when I go to bed, I'll like turn on the TV. I'll put on like something like a comfort watch. And what I find a comfort watch might be kind of fucked up to other people, but usually it's like Mama's Family is a comfort watch for me. I love Mama's Family.
Oh my God, we have every season of Mama's Family. My wife loves Mama's Family. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I love that. I kind of like the I like when it came back with like Bubba and everything more than like the first two seasons when it was
where
like
it had the different kids. Yeah.
But I watched that. I watched like Freddy's Nightmares. I watched that. Man, that show fucking sucked. But at one time, I did watch
Nightmares.
Oh, it was bad. I watched the entire series too.
Remember the Friday the 13th, the series too, and it had nothing to do with Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. And then the actor that was in that show eventually was in Jason Goes to Hell. Yep. And he wasn't playing the same character. But I was watching, I was on a Tales from the Dark Side kick, and then David Patrick Kelly showed up in an episode. I'm like, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Everything David Patrick Kelly in, it instantly makes it way better.
There was a show on PBS called Ghost Rider. Do you remember that show? About a ghost?
It was a kid's show. Yeah.
It was a kid's show.
I never watched it.
Where they typed to a ghost that lived in a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pretty lame premise, but DPK was in 4 episodes of that fucking show.
Damn.
Took it pretty seriously too, man. It's like mad
Yeah.
respect. He was they played a Vietnam vet who's like they were trying to find him because this guy had a daughter that was something was wrong with her. I can't remember what the deal was, but like, and he always he would hang out at like the Vietnam Memorial there in New York City or whatever. And I remember watching it, I was like, oh dude, it's fucking Luther, man. And what I remembered the most though was like, even as a kid, when I was watching that show, I was like, this is kind of fucking a cheesy show. I'm 12. This is pretty fucking cheesy. But he kept it a buck was what I remembered, was like, he's actually taking this shit seriously. So I was like, mad respect.
Hell yeah.
David Patrick Kelly, yeah.
Well, David Patrick Kelly is going along with Taylor Negron on the Atomic Cult Shrine.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
He's in the Mount he's like the Mount Rushmore, if we're going to do that. Yes.
But yeah, absolutely. The Atomic Cult
we need
Mount Rushmore.
We could have more than 4, but yes.
Yeah, okay. Taylor Negron and David Patrick Kelly. All right. Make that happen.
Absolutely.
All right. Moving on.
I almost have one more pick, though. God damn it. I'm fucking Oh, I'm so mad. I'm very upset that I'm forgetting his name. Chucky.
Oh, now you're making me forget.
That's what I'm saying. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's always been a good character actor. What the fuck? Is that me?
Who is it? What's his name?
Hang on, wait. Hang on. It'll come to me. I keep wanting to say his name on Child's Play.
I know what it is.
Hang on. Just hang on. Fuck. God damn it. What? I think
Brad
it's
Dourif.
Yeah, Dourif. God damn it, Brad Dourif. Fuck. Because I literally, the last movie I saw with him in it was Mississippi Burning, and he was really good in that fucking movie too.
Have you watched any of that Chucky show?
I fucking want to, because like his daughter's in that play. Yeah, his daughter's playing him when he was James Earl Ray or whatever the fuck his name was.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is that? It sounds just like him. I mean, they didn't CGI him, did it?
It's but daughter.
The show is fucking nuts, and I love it for it. It just fucking Chucky almost becomes president and nukes everybody. Okay, it is wild. I love the fucking show. Okay, and I'm sad it got canceled. It goes fucking ham.
Oh damn. I didn't know. I heard it was like, it still had the dark humor and shit, but it kind of went back to its roots where it was still kind of like, it was trying to be, because that fucking first movie, we all knew him on the, you fucking stupid bitch, you fucking bitch. But look, the first time everybody saw that shit, though, that was pretty fucking creepy. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in the, when it's like, you fucking stupid cunt fucking bitch. I wish Brad Dourif was on Cameo so I could just buy a Brad Dourif cameo every week and have him just yell at me.
Get you motivated for the week.
Right. Anyways, I'll stop holding this shit up. I thought he could be the third person on the Rushmore.
All right. This just came out today, I saw. So there were some script leaks on Zack Cregger's Resident Evil. There's some spoilery stuff. I'm not going to say anything spoilery. I'm just going to go with the plot. Okay, so this is the plot for his Resident Evil, and his Resident Evil is not following any of the games. It's kind of like it might be in the same universe, but it's kind of like a side story, right? So Zack Cregger, he made Barbarian and Weapons, and the story follows Brian, played by Austin Abrams. He was in Weapons. He's like basically the only. So Weapons got delayed because of the strikes and everything, and then they had to recast everybody. Like Pedro Pascal was supposed to be in it, but he got replaced by Josh Brolin.
Right.
Austin Abrams was the only original cast member in Weapons, and he plays a medical courier delivering organs who courier. Blah. He plays a medical courier.
No, courier, like you're a dirty cur.
He plays a medical courier.
Got it.
Okay. I cannot pronounce it, apparently. A medical courier delivering organs who gets trapped in Raccoon City during the outbreak. He is bitten by a zombie dog and spends the movie in a race against time to find his pregnant wife while slowly succumbing to the T-virus. And it says leaks describe it as a comedy heavy and slapstick, comparing it to Evil Dead 2. So I don't know. Like, I can kind of see him. I can't see it being that comedy heavy like Evil Dead 2.
Let me
Like,
ask you this, Wes, before I make a comment on this, and this is a serious question. Okay, how many times has a director who was acclaimed for something, like that Weapons movie did fucking great last year? I haven't watched it yet. Apparently it's really good. I haven't seen anything negative about it. I would watch it literally for Amy Madigan because I missed her. I've loved her since Uncle Buck. But anyways, my question is, okay, so let's say somebody, it could be a new director or a director that whatever, that's been around, but he's done pretty consistently. Has there ever been a director that's done something like that and then adapted a video game or a different franchise and it actually worked?
That's why I'm kind of interested
I'm drawing
in
a
this.
blank. That's what scares me about this. But I want to ask because I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just not really, I can't come up with something like that because from what I remember, most of the time it's like, oh, this guy, this movie was the best. It's a darling movie, an indie darling. Now he's going to do, bleh, and then he does, bleh, and then it fucking ruins their career. You know what I mean? Like is Zack Cregger's name going to hold weight if they make a Resident Evil movie where he's adapting? Now, it probably has a better chance because he's doing his own take on it, but I don't know. Also, I feel like I would rather just do my own shit than try to adapt somebody else's stuff, I guess. I don't
know. So there is, I don't know. It just really depends what you're wanting. Are you like a diehard Resident Evil like lore and everything, or do you just want a good kind of horror comedy movie? I like Resident Evil's kind of fucking cheesy. I mean, it just takes from other properties and kind of mishmashes them. Like my friend said, Resident Evil Requiem is a best story, but how good are the stories in Resident Evil really? Like, Resident Evil's a vibe to me, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
So you say like, oh, a director who took this, and are you just talking about an IP or are you talking about a video game?
It doesn't have to necessarily be a video game. It could be a comic book movie or
and Christopher Nolan.
Okay, there you go. But is he the only one?
I mean, you could go with, I don't know. Like, you could be Old Boy. It's based on a Japanese manga. I mean, if we're
the only thing that the reason why I asked that question is because there wasn't an apparent answer to that to me until you said Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
So it makes me nervous when somebody's like, okay, I've done this I did Weapons, I did this other movie, or what was the other movie he did?
Weapons, he did Barbarian,
yeah, okay. And I've done some good movies, but now I'm going to do this adaptation of Resident Evil. How's that going to work?
Yeah.
And the other thing, okay, it's just like the thing I like to bring up that what's his name said, how do you kill a werewolf? Any of the fuck way you want. It's made up. It doesn't have to be a silver bullet. So you can do whatever the fuck you want. However, though, like the T-virus, you can't change that. There's certain fundamental things you can't change. So you can tell a story in the Resident Evil universe as long as there's certain beats, I guess. So I guess I think I think it's on his side, maybe, if I have anything to say. But that was why I wanted to ask that question, was because I wondered, I always get nervous, and especially with a video game. Like, it's so hard to adapt a video game to a goddamn property, dude. Like, it's very hard. But what would you think? Are you pretty confident? And you said it's going to have humor elements in it. It's going to be comedic.
Yeah, well, that's what it said. And it said Evil Dead 2. But his stuff is already kind of comedic. He throws comedy in it, but it's more horror than comedy. So I don't see him just like, I'm just gonna make it a slapstick comedy, Resident Evil.
Well,
I mean, I don't think it's going that hard. Yeah, I don't. I think there'll be comedy elements because it's Zack Cregger, who came from The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah.
But comedy and horror are kind of like, you got to be really good at both of them. You got to be scary and kind of funny and not be, you know, they gel very well when it's done very well. And then, you know, you also have, like, I just looked this up because you were asking that question. We have an Elden Ring movie coming from Alice Garland, so
yeah. See, and that's
another one
thing too. It's like the lore in Elden Ring is so fucking deep, and still there's pieces of that are not. Like, I literally, to know anything about Elden Ring, I have to follow a guy named Vata Vidya that he pieces together all the very tiny bits of lore they give you in the game, and he tells you exactly everything about it. And they're going to make that a 2-hour movie. We'll fucking find out today on video game movie properties that failed. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I do want to be hopeful, but yeah. But also, if you think you're the Resident Evil guy, Wes, okay, it's you, and you're also the movie guy. So I'm going to put my fucking trust in you. Do you think he will do Resident Evil justice?
Well, I am not like a big lore master of Resident Evil. I played most of the games. I think I skipped 5 and 6, but if he gets the vibe down, that's all I want. I think Resident Evil is a vibe. I don't really care about Wesker did this and then he died, but he didn't really die, and he came back here. And then
as far as the lore stuff, a lot of that doesn't have to be used. It's just, look, what's Resident Evil about? Fucking zombies. People made a virus that made zombies. You just got to have that in there. And then, yes, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. And then if there's breadcrumbs here and there to that, sure. I'm not saying he can't make it his own thing with that. Like, it doesn't have to be hammering you over the head with the lore. I really don't mean it that way. And that's the thing with Resident Evil. There's not a lot of fucking lore, really. It's not like mega deep. Most of the lore in those games are usually self-contained I mean, fuck, the games are so radically different from each other. Look at Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and then look at 4, and then look at 5, and then, you know what I mean? And like, they just get, and then 6, and it's just so fucking, so it's almost started to become like the anti-Zelda, because like every Zelda game's different, but you're doing the same things, but they're trying to, it's like, but with Resident Evil, it's like really crazy. So, that was more where I was coming from with, do you think Cregger will do a good job with, you know?
I am. Austin Abrams was awesome in weapons, though, so I'm looking forward to him being the lead in this. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he kind of looks like Leon Kennedy a little bit, so I'm kind of interested to see his what he's going to do in it, because if it is, you know, if it's horror comedy, I think he'll do great in it. But all right, so apparently Young Guns 3 is happening, called Young Guns 3 Dead or Alive.
And Emilio Estevez wrote it. Yeah, he's been working on it for like 2 years. He's fucking serious about it.
He's writing, directing, and starring as Billy the Kid. Lou Diamond Phillips and Christian Slater are set to return. Filming returns to the original New Mexico location. Estevez joked about title potentially being Old Guns, given it's been nearly 40 years since the first film. And then, I mean, what do you think? I mean, we already talked about King Conan happening. What do you think about Are you open to Young Guns 3 now?
I am. I definitely am. Now, the Young Guns movies are kind of like, they're like guilty pleasures of mine. I really like those fucking movies. That first one, I rewatched the first one like a year or two ago. The second one's definitely not as good, but the first one's actually pretty fucking good. Like, when you think about it, like, the way Emilio plays Billy the Kid, all aloof and shit, like, but he's still like a murdering motherfucking hey, fucking dude. Like, well, him and Lou Diamond kind of too, Chavez, as he calls him belovedly. But like, you know, I thought that shit, I like I don't know. That movie was a vibe. Like, and then now here's the thing though. Christian Slater dies at the end of part 2. Like they say he got beheaded in Mexico or some shit. So how are they bringing him back? And also no Kiefer. We're not going to at least get Kiefer's not coming back. Oh, did he die? Did he die in part 2?
I think he died. They killed a lot of them in that second movie.
Well, because Lou Diamond rides on the white horse, which is death. The pale horse or whatever he said, and then it says whenever Montana Slim or whatever the fuck Christian Slater's name was, and it was something like that. He crosses over to Mexico and they killed him, but he's in this, which I don't care. I like Christian Slater. Fucking yes, Gleaming the Cube 2 win. Bring back Gleaming the Cube. Do a Christian Slater skateboard movie now, but no.
Bring back what was that one? Cuffs. Was that
Cuffs.
was that
oh
what it
my
was called?
God, that was where he's like talking, breaking the fourth wall the whole fucking movie. Yeah, that's a good fucking
White
movie.
Beverly Hills Cop. There you go.
Yeah.
It's basically Beverly Hills Cop. He has like his own music and everything. But,
yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Sure. Why not?
I'm excited for it because Emilio seems excited to do it, and when people are excited to do something, I feel like a little bit more care goes into something because he doesn't seem to be like he's just trying to cash in on something. He's like, I've got some shit I still want to finish about it, you know? I don't know. So
yeah. All right. Have you watched the trailer to HBO's Lanterns?
No. I've no
the Green
idea
Lantern show?
Is. Oh fuck.
All right. Well, we're gonna watch it.
Can't wait.
Let's see here. Take off this Lord of the Flies thing here.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Hateful. I gotta look. What
HBO series. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Here's this guy that has a garage that lives right over here, and he just sits there and lets his engine roar all day. I think the world's ending outside. All right. Lanterns.
Ready?
Yep. Is that supposed to be Hal that just jumped out of the car?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. It kind of just, I don't know, seems like Yellowstone Reacher, but there's a Green Lantern in it or two, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like it just.
Well, they're taking inspiration from True Detective.
Are they?
Yeah. I'm fucking hyped for this show, and I'll tell you a few reasons why.
I'm not negative on it right away. I just I don't know, man. When I see shit like this, I don't know. I guess I'm just used to comic books being positive. Not that this isn't, but it just really you know what I mean? Like it's almost like if Breaking Bad had Batman in it or something, you know. I don't know.
That's exactly why I like this, because
okay, that's a great thing.
Is DCU. I mean, this is connected to Superman, and they don't have to be samey like Marvel feels they need to be. Like, they can say fuck and have like gore or whatever, but then you can have like the PG-13 stuff and Superman. It already said that Aaron Pierre, who plays Jon Stewart, he's going to be in the next Superman movie, that Man of Tomorrow. But one of the major reasons I'm looking forward to this is one of the showrunners is Damon Lindelof, who made Watchmen, the new Watchmen HBO series, which was fantastic, and he made The Leftovers, which I think is one of the greatest shows of all time. So, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think a lot of people had the same complaint as you, is like, why is his Green Lantern outfit have brown on it?
It's not a complaint, bro, and that's not what I'm talking about. It's like what I mean is you took a show that was just a normal show about normal crime or normal whatever, and then you put a superhero in it. That was what I, and that's not even a complaint. That's just what this looks like to me. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. That's just the vibe I got.
But it wasn't what you were expecting.
It's always fuck no, it definitely wasn't what I was expecting. You said Green Lanterns, I'm like, I knew right away the white dude was Hal Jordan. I know there was a Black Green Lantern in the comics, right? But I don't remember who he was.
Yeah, that's John Stewart. Yeah,
that's John Stewart. Okay.
You know how what's his face that was in Superman, who was a Green Lantern, Nathan Fillion.
Yeah,
he's gonna show up in the show too. But it's kind of like I guess it's like they're investigating a murder in a small town, and there's like this cosmic cause for it, which is going to connect to like shit that happens later on where they all get together and stuff. But that's the stuff I'm not really interested in. But I really like the cast. I like Kelly McDonald. Nathan Fillion, he's going to show up in it. Garrett Dillahunt, he's another character actor I love when he pops up. I like
Garrett Dillahunt quite a bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, I don't know, I like the Western vibe. I like the down-to-earth vibe to it. I don't want it to end up being like a fucking CGI fuckfest like a Marvel show is at the end.
It doesn't really look like it will be.
No,
kind of really
I don't think so. Yeah, because, I really liked WandaVision, and it just like, we're flying around with shooting CGI at each other. That's what it kind of devolved into. But I don't think it will, because Damon Lindelof, he's pretty smart when he approaches this shit. Like, he made a good sequel to the Watchmen comic. Like, an impossible task, really, if you ask me. And I thought it lived up to that. But yeah, I'm pumped for it. But I'm more of a comic book guy too. I know I watch all this Marvel shit and stuff, but yeah, we can. I got a lot of video game stuff too. Got Sony pulling back from PC releases. That kind of fucking sucks.
I saw that. Yeah, which means I'm probably not going to get to play Wolverine now.
Yeah. That sucks. And, you probably won't be buying a PS5 to play it either. So I don't blame you either.
Not with these prices, dude. I can't buy a fucking Switch 2 at that price. It's so stupid.
And then they're also doing dynamic pricing too. It's like, things are not.
I just read that dynamic pricing. This fucking world.
Like how so they're raising the
fucking nuke us all.
Yeah, might as well. Like, we can't fucking enjoy anything. Like, I don't even know how that works, because I usually just wait for shit to go on sale on PlayStation to buy it. Like, I bought Resident Evil at full price, but yeah, like what? Left 4 Dead season 3 comes out, and they're going to jack up the price for Left 4 Dead 2 or something. Like, is that how? I don't even know how the dynamic pricing would work on like a video game console.
It's gonna fuck us in the ass. They're gonna fuck our butts. That's what that's gonna mean.
That's the problem with. I mean, Sony has pretty much won the console wars, and that's what you get when there's a lack of competition. So
yeah, but fucking Xbox said they're coming out with another console, and apparently it's gonna jerk me off or something.
Yeah, Project Helix. I have that. Yeah. The next one is like, is it Ubisoft? No, it's not that. It's not. It has nothing to do with Ubisoft.
Not Ubisoft.
All right. So it's designed to run both Xbox and PC games natively.
So it's already going to be a $1,200 quote unquote console.
Yeah,
that thing's already going to be the most expensive console released.
It says the launch will probably happen in 2028. And it's like Microsoft is moving away from the console war and toward the ecosystem war. What the fuck? They want to sell you a box that plays your Steam library and your Game Pass library in one place, and it's not going to come out for another 2 years. So good luck with that. It seems like they're kind of pivot away from what they were doing. Like, they got rid of that one dude, right, and hired someone else to run the Xbox division.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I can't. Like, I don't really see myself buying any more consoles for years now. I don't see myself getting a Switch 2. I don't see myself getting the fucking Steam box anymore. Like, if I was getting another PC, I might just go Mac next time. Honestly, like I use it more for like video editing and stuff anyway. But I don't know. It's like they don't want people playing video games anymore. Of course, there's the, and I wanted to ask you about this, the V-Bucks price hike for Fortnite. You play Fortnite still.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't like their bullshit reason for it. Like, what? You did all this stuff about, hey, if you buy V-Bucks from us, directly from us, it's cheaper. Then we do that because you're like trying to get away from all that Apple bullshit and whatever. And then you do this to everybody that plays your game. That's kind of bullshit, you know? All their money's
so
made off of cosmetics anyway. So it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's just, but you know what? I'm so used to shit like this now, Wes. Like, it happens all the time. Like, you get, that's the thing is like, let's make something cool. It's just like crack. Get them in on it early and cheap and then raise the fucking price up. You know, it's kind of that with everything now.
Yeah, it says starting March 19th, the standard $8.99 pack will only give you 800 V-Bucks, previously 1,000.
You get less in the battle pass now. Now you do get those epic rewards where like every time you buy V-Bucks or whatever, so I still don't think you make the savings you would the way it used to be, but you know, it's whatever. And they're making Save the World free to play. If you were a founder, you would get free V-Bucks for playing that game. I was a founder, so I still get that, and they're not taking that away, which is kind of a good thing. But at the same time, now people can't do that. So I don't know. But yeah, overall, I think it's kind of a shitty thing. I really do kind of think it's a scummy thing. But also, I read a post where a lot of like battle royale games are starting to steadily lose players. Like the biggest 4 battle royale games that were played have lost up to 25% of their total players in the last year. So that could be something.
Well, that's kind of interesting actually, because damn, this run for battle royale type games has been going on for a while. Like, that's kind of surprising. Like, besides Fortnite, what are the other big ones?
You have there's the one Call of Duty mode. I think there's what is it? PUBG. God damn it. And then I can't remember the last one. It might have just been the 3. I think it was 4. There's another one.
Because it seems like there's always one that comes out and it like outdoes Fortnite for a bit, but then it kind of like dies down, and Fortnite is the one I always think of.
Everyone's getting fucking gaga over the extraction shooters now. It's like, it's just people want to shoot things. They get tired of doing it one way and they find a new way to do it and they want to do that, you know? So I don't know, like make a battle royale extraction shooter. I don't know how that would work.
So you'll still be playing Fortnite though.
I mean, I still enjoy it, man. I don't like no life it. I just jump in there, fill out battle passes, and I have a good time, and I do pretty decently. Yeah. And I mean, the game is there's a lot of care into that game. Like, it's not a shit game to play. That's why it's like you can tell the production quality's there, and sometimes they drop the ball, but like for the most part, in my opinion, the money, they don't need more money, but the money they're spending is going to a good place because they're always improving. But they're overextending kind of too, because there's a fucking rock band mode, and there's a racing mode, and there's Legos now, and there's like when you go to play, it's not just battle royale. There's zero build, and there's reload, and there's like 7 different regular mode. There's a fucking first person tactical shooter mode where it's like, it literally is like Call of Duty on there. Viewpointer, I can't remember what it's called, but it's, you know, there's a whole bunch of crazy shit on there, and oversaturation, I guess, would be the word. But I mean, I don't play any of those other modes really. I just play the battle royales. They have OG, which is cool, so you can play the old maps. That's been nice. So I just play that in the regular mode, and I have a fun enough time. So
yeah, I guess fucking Fall Guys is doing the same thing. $8.99 pack.
It's owned by Epic. It's all the same.
Yeah. It's like Epic is getting greedy. They're getting fucking greedy. Okay, so we talked about this since the inception when it was revealed. Highguard, the 45-day life cycle, shut down servers on March 12th, lasting only 6 weeks after its Shadow Drop launch. How long did Concord last?
A week?
A week?
It wasn't long, bro. It wasn't 6 weeks or whatever. It was like, at best, 2 weeks, hand to God. It was fucking short.
That's wild. Like, oh man, that's kind of heartbreaking if you were working on that. I've just seen a report.
Fuck it.
Well, I mean, hell, I saw a report that the entire video game industry for the past 2 years, they laid off 33% of their developers.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
That's fucking wild.
Jesus. God.
It's sad, man, because, well, look at all the bullshit that Xbox went and bought fucking everybody and is like, we don't want everybody. Also, we might not make consoles anymore, but I guess we are. It's like, it's just all this fucking crazy ass shit. And then, I don't know, dude, like, video gaming is weird. You have to, AAA gaming has never really been it for me. Besides, there's a few games I play that are AAA, like World of Warcraft and Diablo 4 and Fortnite, but I don't chase after these games. Like, whenever it's like, ooh, a new AAA game's coming out, look at this. Like, I didn't chase Resident Evil Requiem or whatever it's called. Not that I thought it was going to be a shit game, but it's like, you think I'm going to buy a $70 game? I'm not that big of a fan to buy it day one at that price. Then, not that I'm saying people shouldn't. Of course, the video game prices, that's a whole other conversation that we've had several times. But gaming is just, as a whole, is getting greedy as fuck. They're trying to fleece you any way they can, whether it be a subscription or microtransactions or, things like that. So some of these games that are $70, like, there's no DLC for Resident Evil Requiem, right? It's just you pay $70, you get a game, right? So far, or is there like special edition where you can take the clothes off of the girl character, or you can make the girl wear Leon's clothes and Leon wears the girl's clothes, or is there some shit like that in there?
Well, there's like a pre-order bonus where you get a different costume for the girl. That's about it.
Are we still pre-ordering games in 2026? God damn it.
Well, if there's good reviews beforehand, but
pre-order. Secure your copy of digital bullshit now.
Tencent pulled the plug just 2 weeks after launch, I guess. That's what led it to that, them shutting it down. And it's like the game was too sweaty, highly competitive 3v3 focus, and lacked the casual hook, which turned people off immediately. So, yeah. Highguard, Overwatch. What's the next one? What's the next one going to be called? Sky.
Tall Look.
Blitz. I don't know. Tall Look.
Tall Look.
There you go. Get working on it.
Yeah.
Man.
Rise Stare. I don't know. It's fucking stupid, dude. And then Overwatch 2. Nah, Overwatch. Fucking.
I think I'm just done with competitive live service games. I'll keep on Helldivers 2, I think, and kind of play it periodically.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's all I have for today. Good hang.
Yes. Very good hang, as always.
Make sure to
twitch.tv/Omogand.
Yes. Yep. Streams about every day. Like and subscribe. Like on podcasts. We have the audio only version on Spotify and Apple.
Merch. And we have fucking merch. You guys know we have merch. We got fucking t-shirts. I got a t-shirt I should be wearing. I should have wore it today. I haven't worn it in a little bit. T-shirts,
God damn it.
Coffee mugs, shot glasses, little baby fucking outfits. You could dress your baby. Well, maybe not. I think I saw that. Put your baby in an Atomic Cult Media onesie. Get your baby fed with some decent content. Fucking figure it out.
Yeah. And like and subscribe and share and all that other good shit. So,
but for real, the shirts are good. They're high quality. Get one.
Yep. And until next time, we'll see you later.